Hi everybody, welcome to another Kids Craft. Today we're going to be making a melted snowman decoration. Here's what you're going to need. First of all, you're going to need some thick felt. This is cut down to 3 by 4 inches. Depending on your materials, you can make this bigger, but this works well with what I have. You're going to need a foam marshmallow. And you're going to need things to decorate your snowman with. So I'm going to use some black and blue felt. You can use any colors you like. You can also use construction paper if you'd rather. And then I have a couple miniatures. I have a miniature top hat and a miniature carrot. And again, you don't have to use these. You can cut these out of felt or construction paper or something like that, but this is what I'm going to use today. I'm also going to turn mine into a magnet. So I have a round ceramic magnet and some adhesive to put that onto my snowman when I am finished. Here's how we start. First, you're going to take your felt and you're going to just cut out a blob shape. This is going to be the body of your snowman, which of course, remember, it's going to be kind of melty, so it doesn't have to be perfect. It's going to have lots of little curves, things like that. I'm going to do mine close to the edge so I have a little more space to work with, but feel free to dip in there a bit if you like. There we go. I'm going to shape this up just a pinch. There we go. So this is going to be the base of my snowman. Set that aside for just a minute. Next, I'm going to take my blue felt and I'm going to make a scarf. So I am just going to cut out a U shape. You can make it a little more wiggly if you want to make it look like it's spread out a bit more, but that's what I'm going to go with for mine. You can draw your shape out ahead of time if you like. I'm just going to freehand mine. There we go. Get the extra out of the way here. And on my ends, I'm just going to cut little slits very carefully. Watch your fingers. At the bottom to kind of make it look more like it's got a fringe at the bottom, like most scarves do. You can also take some other felt or some paint or markers and do some designs on your scarf as well. Okay, set this back. Next, I'm going to take my black felt and I'm going to cut out some circle shapes. I'm going to use these for my eyes and buttons. They don't have to be circles, they don't have to be perfect. You could do like square or triangle shapes if you'd like. Be very careful and watch your fingers. As you can see, I have plenty of felt left over, so you can use your imagination and see what other decorations you can make for your snowman out of the felt that you have. Okay, now that I have my base and my scarf and my accessories here, we are ready to assemble our snowman. I am going to use hot glue for this, again, because it's a little bit faster, but you should be able to use stronger glue. White glue should work if you give it some patience. You can use some strong tape, tacky glue, something like that too. So I'm just going to put this doesn't have to be perfect because your snowman's falling apart. I'll put my scarf here. And remember, if you're going to use hot glue, use a low temperature one so you don't melt your marshmallow. So set that right there. There we go. I'm going to take my top hat, some glue there. Just put that up about here where his head would be. And this, you can do this however you like. This is your snowman. If you want to make him a little more spread out, that is totally fine. If you do have our Take and Make kit, you will get one of these miniature carrots. You can kind of just press that into the foam, that green in there. Oops. We'll leave a little hole so you know exactly where that's going. I'm going to put a tiny bit of glue in there. And I'm going to just kind of make this a little bit askew so it looks like it's falling off. Here we go. And finally, put a couple dots for eyes. And I'm going to make these a little bit off because, you know, he is melting. Be very careful with the hot glue there if you're using that. Here we go. And finally, 3 more little dots for my coal buttons. Oops, forgot I actually cut out 4, so let's put 1 more dab. Actually up here, so not much going on up here. Need a bit more glue, get that in a minute. There we go. And there is my snowman base. And again, if you want to add like some arms to this, you could go pick up some twigs outside. You can use some brown felt, you can use construction paper, whatever you want to do, and just attach those kind of off to the sides. But as I said earlier, I'm going to make this a magnet, so I'm going to get that next. Again, if you get our Take and Make kit, you will be getting a round magnet and some adhesive. So to use this, you will peel off one end of the adhesive, set that aside, and stick it to one end of the magnet like this. When you are ready to attach it to your snowman, just flip your snowman over, make sure everything is dry. Peel off the other end of the adhesive and just stick it on the back of your snowman. It should stay put pretty good. You can also, if you have like just a magnetic strip or something, you can glue that on the back, or if you don't want to make it a magnet, you don't have to. And there you have a melty snowman decoration for winter. You can stick that on your fridge or wherever you like, or just set it out. Thank you for joining us for this month's Kids Craft, and we will see you next time.